Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I hope you guys are having a great day. If you have been paying attention to the crypto market in the last 24 hours, a lot of things have happened. The entire market has experienced a really strong outflow of cash, and that's why majority of us have experienced a really strong downturn. If we look at Bitcoin, which is actually very concerning for a lot of people on Twitter currently, is the fact where the chart ended up after the pump, or you can say post pump. You can see this was pretty much where Bitcoin's price was consolidating. When Trump made the announcement of the Bitcoin reserve, we saw a really strong pull, and then you can see that the pullback was able to find a consolidation zone pretty much at the previous price, but now it's experienced a little bit more pullback, and that's why the fear is starting to grow. On the other end, close to 330 billion was added to the crypto market in 4 hours, and in under 48 hours it was all taken away. The 50-week moving average has historically acted as a magnet for Bitcoin during the trend shift. Right now, that's sitting at about 75,500. Vietnam is trying to get their crypto regulations ready, while UFC is starting to partner with different crypto chain. And Bank of America is thinking of releasing their own stable coins so the government can have a little bit more control over the entire market. Before we get into all of this, if you guys are here for the first time, you want to stay up to date with everything to do with the crypto market, I highly recommend you scroll down, tap the red subscribe button, especially turn on your notification so you can be up to date with the latest and the greatest news first. While you're there, slap a like on the video, just update to algorithm, push the video out to more people. More people are paying attention to what's happening in the crypto market, the user engagement goes up, more inflow of cash, the market keeps climbing, and a lot of us make a lot of profit. Now there's a lot of panic around the Dogecoin market as well. If you just look at the daily chart, it should give you a little bit of perspective. You can see that this was a very clear pump and dump scheme. This is pretty much what you expect from very low cap meme coins, and seeing this exactly play out for Dogecoin and pretty much majority of the market was very scary, because you need to understand a lot of people are going to lose faith in crypto if something like what Trump said can affect it so significantly. Another thing that's really interesting is if you look at where we're sitting currently for the Dogecoin price, it has previously acted as a really good support, but there is a chance that we might go down and retest close to 16 cents before we see any sort of move forward. Now let me tell you one thing. Overall, the way the Dogecoin market is playing out, there is definitely a lot more upside potential because the bull market has not come to an end yet, but it's heavily going to be dependent on the way Bitcoin is going to ride the wave. Talking about the open interest, it has fallen under 1 billion ever since November of 2024, and a lot of people are anticipating that we will be on a quiet steam until we see some sort of movement from the Americans, or you can say Trump, trying to help more things towards crypto, which will be a natural growth rather than if you compare it to a pump which we received about 72 hours ago. And that pump has actually raised a lot of questions. Now you can see one of the most trending thing on Twitter these days is something we do not want to hear about, because the amount of things Trump has done, it's definitely confusing not just the enemies but also the allies, because you guys know that the allies are pretty much everything that Trump has. And seeing that President Trump's 25% tariff on Canada and Mexico, along with 20% on China, officially take effect today. Why is this a big deal? Because you need to understand, Canada and Mexico have been allies of America. They have not been against it. On China end, it's a gray area, so I'm not going to comment on this, and this is why it's causing a lot of chaos and unexpectancy in terms of the crypto market and the entire world as well, because just saying something about announcing European sanctions as compared to becoming more closer to Russia and China, it's definitely confusing everyone. And Trump also mentioning that he wants to leave the NATO and the UN, which is the United Nations, that would definitely collapse the entire market and also collapse the entire world politics, and the global politics would come to a very interesting point where every single superpower in their region is going to start controlling and bullying the smaller neighbors. Currently, it was only able to be held properly because of the UN. Now, that's my personal opinion. I know a lot of people might have different opinions, but right now, that can definitely affect everything in a very negative way, and especially crypto. Now, let me tell you one thing. If the market becomes very unpredictable, I'm talking about the world politics, crypto can also be affected in a positive way because people will lose interest in purchasing or holding fiat currency. So that's just a different way of seeing it, and I just personally want to know your opinion. Let me know down in the comment section. Other than that, Bank of America, now they've mentioned this before, but seeing that has indicated if US regulations permit, it will go ahead with the launch of its own dollar-backed stablecoin. This could be a game changer because if a bank gets involved with having a stablecoin in crypto, that can definitely impact in a very interesting way. Now, Goldman Sachs CEO says there is a very small chance that the US economy goes into recession. The chances, in my opinion, was much higher, even though a lot of people are not very happy with the way Trump is trying to run the government. Trump has definitely reduced the chances of recession coming into play, and about, let's say, 1 billion liquidated from the crypto market just in the last 24 hours. Congressman Brandon Gill introduces a bill to put President Trump on the $100 bill. Now this would be huge because if the $100 bill of America is changed, that can definitely affect the entire world. And the most critical resistant barrier for Bitcoin currently is 97,000, where 2 million investors acquired about 1.6 million Bitcoin. Breaking through the supply wall could open doors for the new time high again. And Bitcoin dips below 83,000, easing weekend gains as Trump tariffs take place. Now let me tell you one thing. These tariffs just being announced already had such a huge impact on the crypto market. Now, once they go into effect, you guys know what sort of things can happen in the coming future. And Dogecoin price forecast, Dogecoin's bearish trend persists despite Musk's support, while Dogecoin price is exceeding its decline on Tuesday after falling nearly 17% on the previous day. The recent correction on Doge has liquidated over 20 million, and the technical outlook projects a correction towards 14-cent level. So as I mentioned, there is definitely more room for the decline to carry on, but the only thing you need to understand is being a little bit patient would be easier for you to make decisions. And 300 billion wiped out from Trump's crypto market pump and dump, and that's why there is a lot of people which are trying to take legal action against Trump. Now, Bitwise's Dogecoin ETF moves forward as NYC Arcia files 19B4, and it's actually going towards SEC as well, and that's why SEC is becoming better and in more favor of the entire crypto market. Now, the footballer legend Ronaldinho launches a Star 10 cryptocurrency token. The amount of people which are trying to cash in on the amount of money that can maybe be made in crypto is insanity. And if this is going to be another big fall off, it would be a very, very sad thing for the people who idolize different stars. But other than that, we have a long way to go. We got a lot of profit to make. Just be a little bit patient. None of anything I said was financial advice. It was just all my personal opinion. So take your money and make sure you spend it the way you want to. Other than that, thank you for watching. Have a great day and I'll see you soon.